Welcome back. I need to talk about what's just happened to my scalp because I'm not the same person who walked into Moclock in Gangnam today. Now, if you have locks, coils, or any kind of textured hair and you're in Korea, stay right here because this video is specifically for you. So for those who are new here, my name is Mo. I'm currently living in Seoul as a Fulbright scholar conducting cancer research, and alongside my academic work, I have been on a deliberate total body care journey. We have done acupuncture, we've done cupping, we've addressed my shoulder and my tinnitus through traditional Korean medicine. Today, we are adding scalp and hair care to that list because, healing is whole and my hair deserved attention too. Now, here's what I want you to understand before we get into this. Finding quality hair care for locks outside of black spaces, outside of the US, outside of Africa can feel like a gamble. You're working not knowing if they will understand your texture, your needs, your relationship with your hair. I did reach out to them beforehand on Instagram and I let them know what kind of hair I had to ask if they would accommodate me, and they said yes, they were comfortable working with my hair. So anyways, it was a gamble still, but I'm like, let's just go and try it, which I'm glad I did. All right, let's start with the first thing first. We started with the scalp consultation using the microscope camera that projected my roots live on the screen, and listen, it was humbling. My scalp was just congested. It was dirty, honestly. The technician explained that for optimal scalp health, washing almost daily is recommended. And I had to laugh because with locks, that is simply not our reality. The drying time alone, the manipulation, the restyling, and with my T-Rex arms, daily washing is not practical for hair like mine. But I think that's an important conversation that we need to still have, right? But what I appreciated mostly was there was zero judgment. They assessed my situation, acknowledged my hair type, and adapted the treatment accordingly. So yeah, and then we moved into the treatment room, and this is where it got good. 3 steps, each one intentional. First, they started with a deep, thorough wash. Not a quick rinse, I mean a proper cleanse, getting into the roots, the scalp, layer by layer, really working through my locks methodically. And then they steamed it. This is where it melted. I mean, the steam opens up your scalp to help with circulation and also allowing everything to really penetrate to the follicle level. And for locks especially, getting heat and moisture to the scalp directly is something we don't always prioritize, and our hair shows it. And then thirdly, they had this UV sterilization. This was the add-on service, and honestly, it was what took this from a good experience to a great one. So UV light, eliminates bacteria and the kind of microbial buildup that causes persistent flaking and scalp irritation. And for those of us who can wash daily, this is essential maintenance. And its technician was thorough, methodical, and genuinely attentive throughout. I was so relaxed, I nearly fell asleep. That's how it was good. Let me just say that overall, the cleansing experience just felt like, my sins were being washed away, and it was very good. Now, after treatment, we went back to the consultation room, and for the before and after comparison, you can see it on the screen. Right now, the difference is in the flaking alone, the congestion of my roots, the clarity of my scalp after versus before, you can see it. So it's visible and real change even just after one session. Now imagine what consistent care looks like. My scalp felt clean and all that. And I went to the styling room where I dried my hair and applied, finishing touches. Even that space was, elevated. They had, everything was just thoughtfully done. Total cost was 128,000 Korean won. That was roughly about $90 US. And that included the UV sterilization add-on. For that level of care and results, I think it was worth every single one. You can book through their Instagram link. I will link it in the bio. See you, and catch you in the next video. Thank you.